makes it. 86-78 is the final. And for Tad Boyle, he is now the all-time winningest coach in the history of Colorado men's basketball.
Well, there's the record as Tad Boyle becomes the winningest coach in Colorado men's basketball history, number 262. Hard-fought win as the Buff knock off Southern Utah at the Event Center. Hi, everybody. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson here. Buffalo Stampede television show, number 260. Boy, you've got your image on a T-shirt now. Yeah. Now, you reach a certain level of life when they put you on a T-shirt.
It's a silhouette.
I know.
Yeah, right? It's a silhouette.
That was, you know what? In a career that you put together here, when you know you've got a team, I think your program, it's built on defense and rebounding and playing hard and playing tough. That's the kind of win you got for the record.
Yeah, it was. It was hard fought, and boy, a testament to our fans. Yep. I mean, with the cold front coming in, and you know, there's schools that canceled games because the cold front comes in, and our fans show up and show out in the face of that. So my thank you to them, everybody that came tonight, and we've got so many people that support this program from afar, and it's just so nice to see former players, you know, that are so much a part of it, and our current players, because that's why we do what we do every day, Mark. It's for the players, and sometimes coaches get a little bit more credit than they deserve. Yeah. Sometimes we get a little bit more blame than we deserve, but that goes with the territory. So anyway, I'm very humbled.
12 seasons, 13 games, and it was 13th season here. You get this record. You know, it's amazing. As you said, you don't get into this to win games, right?
No.
You've talked about it many times. You get in for the relationships and helping players and helping grow young men. But it's amazing how those victories add up. What do you think about when you think of 12 plus seasons?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter. I mean, sometimes you're just grinding. You know, we're going day to day, game to game, so you don't get a chance to really stop and reflect and look back. I'm kind of glad this happened, you know, right when we have about 3 or 4 days here for the holidays, where our players get to go home and we get to spend some time with our families. So I'm going to try to reflect on this, and it means a lot, because the University of Colorado basketball means a lot to me. Mike Bone hired me when I had a losing record.
That's right, at UNC.
At Northern Colorado. How many people do that? Yeah. And he deserves some credit.
I'll never forget, Mike called me up, by the way. He says, hey, I'm thinking about hiring Tad Boyle. I'm not getting a lot of support. and you know, this was not an overly attractive position when you took it.
It wasn't. No, and I'm sure he took some heat. You know, I'm not, back then, there might have been social media then. I don't know how long ago it started, but I wasn't on it. I didn't want to know that stuff. But I'm sure he did take some heat, because here he hires a guy with a losing record coming from UNC. And, you know, my thing is, I always want to do my best for this university and make it proud, and make our former players proud, and make our fans proud.
Tad referenced hearing from former players. In fact, it was on the Buff Vision boards here at the Event Center. Let's take a look at that great video as Tad Boyle becomes the winningest coach in Colorado men's basketball history. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Celebrate responsibly.
TV, Tad Boyle.
Congrats on becoming the all-time winningest coach in Colorado men's basketball history. Always said you're doing things there that no one's ever done before.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is. Can you imagine a guy, no talent, no abilities whatsoever, becoming the winningest all-time head coach? I mean, it's unbelievable.
Winningest coach in Colorado history. Who could not guard me?
Obviously, your legacy on the court is unmatched, but your legacy off of it through us players is as well.
You represented a player and a person of high character.
You know, we're judged on the outcome and we're celebrated for these great accomplishments, but it's all these things you've done for all the players you've coached and all the people that you've worked with.
I wouldn't be where I am in my life and my career without you.
An incredible accomplishment, and I can't wait to see how far you push this record.
There is no better person to deserve that honor. You are Colorado through and through.
It's funny how over my 5 years in Colorado and 4 years playing and 88 wins, we never really talked about the wins and the losses. Instead, we talked about the process to commit to winning.
Your consistency and your longevity is extremely admiring for me.
I know you're probably hating every second of this video right now and all the attention you're receiving, but you deserve it and so much more.
I had no doubt that you wouldn't do something like this. The one thing I did know is you'd be successful.
You are truly one of a kind that created a culture that's going to last for generations to come.
You believed in Colorado basketball, and we all followed.
Such an amazing coach. Nobody deserves this more. Love you, Coach.
Continue to do what you do. Congratulations once again. Much love.
I love you, Coach. I miss you, and congratulations.
Great stuff there. Great to see so many former classmates, teammates, players in there. You had your high school coach in there. How about that?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, Coach Hicks. How about that? Yeah, he was. I remember Monday practices with Coach Hicks. The ball didn't come out. The defensive emphasis that I have, it came straight from that man because I wanted to be sick every Monday, but I knew I wouldn't play on Friday if I was. So I just got it through those practices. But yeah, so many people have touched my life. I've been so blessed, Mark, in my coaching career and my playing career. Very, very fortunate.
Your former teammate Chris Piper not being very complimentary of your game, by the way.
Well, that's Pipe. Pipe's Pipe. I don't. I'll get him this summer on the golf course. He'll pay for those words at some point.
Well, great stuff. Let's talk about your basketball team. Okay, you wrap up non-conference play. You're sitting at 8-5. How do you feel about this now as you make the turn into that 18-game stretch?
Well, I feel, look, we're making some strides. Tristan Da Silva and KJ Simpson are really coming along. Javon Hadley's been really consistent for us. I think I like our depth. I like our bench play. We have to stay healthy. We were without Luke and Lawson against Southern Utah, so we need to get everybody healthy. But I feel good about where we are. I don't want to have any regrets as we move forward. As I look back at our 13 games we've played, I've got 2 or 3 regrets. Like Grambling game is a regret.
Yeah.
The Arizona State game is a big regret. Yeah. So we got to live like there's no tomorrow and not have any regrets.
All right. Buffs are going to get a few days off for the holiday and then come back and then jump into Pac-12 play. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Tad Boyle, 262 wins. We're going to keep talking basketball as we take a break here at the Buffalo Stampede.